finally gotten cold on the Gold Coast. It took a while, been one of the hottest summers ever, but it's finally gotten cold and I'm actually loving it. It's been a long time coming and it's nice to wake up, put a jumper on, and especially for the running in particular, it's just it's going to be so much better. Performance is hopefully going to go up, and yeah, I'm excited. But this video, we're going to pretty much go through my full leg day at the leg kind of workout at the moment. Nothing heavy, but it's more kind of running specific for you guys that might be wondering how I'm doing 100+ kilometers a week and still like training legs and doing strength training. I'm going to be going through that. So I know even for me, watching other people do marathon training, it's always one of those questions in my head is like, how is that person managing fatigue with trying to still do strength training with legs? So it's been hard, even myself, managing fatigue, but I'm going to show you guys the best I can. But we got a midweek kind of long run. I think last week in my other video, I spoke to you guys and said that I had a 30-kilometer run or race coming up, and that was Sunday. So today is Wednesday, and that race actually went really well. So it was at the Spit. I'm going to leave a few clips on the screen for you. One very tough course. It's a course that I know very well because we do a lot of our training around the road and trails around the Spit. But yeah, it's pretty much a 30-kilometer race. Really strange distance for 30k, but I thought it'd be a great way to really practice some fueling, some marathon pace, and really give it a crack. I did this race 2 years ago now, and I bonked really hard at around 21 to 22 k's in, and I ended up crossing the line at 2 hours and 7 minutes after starting the race really quickly. This race, I paced myself much better, which I know I'm gonna have to do for the marathon coming up. The goal was to stay around that 4 minute per kilometer pace, which is around 6:27 minutes per mile. And that's what I wanna try to run the marathon in, or that's gonna be my goal pace for the marathon. I am hoping for sub 250. I'm gonna call it now. I'm gonna put it out there because the training's been going really well, and yeah, I think you guys kind of know anyway that is something that I'll probably be chasing for the Gold Coast Marathon. But the 30k race went really well. I was taking a gel maybe every 6 kilometers, and then also trying to have fluids at every single drink station, and then also had like a soft bottle as well, which had G1M Sport and also extra electrolytes in it as well. So I pretty much went through all my fueling. Also, I did get some minor kind of calf cramps at the end, but it was on trails. It was a pretty hot morning. We started at like 7:15. So yeah, it was pretty tough. But all in all, really good confidence booster going into Gold Coast Marathon because it was a hotter day, tougher course, and managed to get through it pretty good. And the body is feeling good today. So that's why we're going to get outside this morning, get another run in, keep these weeks building as well. They're getting pretty consistent now, so I want to keep it consistent all the way up to obviously taper time for Gold Coast Marathon. But the fueling this morning, obviously you guys would have seen a scoop of G1M Sport. I've got a Go Bar, I've got a Go Gel, which I'll probably have at around an hour. Today's run will probably be an hour and a half, a little bit longer than my standard kind of easy runs. I've also got a coffee here as well. So yeah, I'm gonna chill out, have this, and then we'll get on the road. All right, as you can see, perfect conditions, nice and cool, not much wind around at all, so no excuses. It has to be a good run. Let's go show on the road.
All right, the shirt's off. Sun's just about to come up. About to hit around 4 kilometers. Legs are feeling very sore, to be honest, which that was to be expected. Did a run last night, which I don't usually run in the afternoon, and actually got back on the bike yesterday as well, so plus the race, but no excuses, we'll get it done. Beautiful morning still. All right, we're about 10 kilometers in, about 50 minutes, so I'm gonna have this Go Gel keep us going, and we'll finish it off. We're in the final stretch. We just hit 14 kilometers. Not gonna lie, this has been a tough run. Trying to sit it just like an easy pace, but not go like too slow. Legs are just hurting. Major fatigue, but we're nearly done. So I'll chat to you guys at the end. That is the run done. Hour 30, 18.18 kilometers, 4:57 minutes per kilometer pace. And I think the heart rate was around 150, but got it done. And yeah, so I'll see you guys at home.
All right, breakfast is served. We've got pretty much my standard breakfast I have nearly every single day of the week. We've got 60 grams of quick oats just with water, and then we've got a scoop of BPN whey protein. We've got some frozen raspberries, some frozen strawberries, which I heat up in the microwave as well. And then we've got about 30 to 40 grams of natural peanut butter. And then we've got a big shaker full with BPN strong reds, strong greens, and electrolytes as well. So obviously that's getting a heap of good nutrients into the body, and then also restocking those electrolytes in the body as well, which I've lost this morning from that big run. So yeah, that's pretty much meal one. It's already nearly like 9 o'clock, to be honest. I probably should have started that run a little bit earlier, but that's all good. We're gonna have this. Might jump in the compression boots a little bit just to try to freshen up these legs a little bit before we go train, and yeah, I'll take you through this full leg day. But what I wanted to mention as well is that with marathon training, your legs are fatigued like 95% of the week. So it's just about kind of managing that as well. And I usually choose to train legs on a Tuesday when I do my Tuesday speed session. That way, the idea with that is to hopefully have those legs recover for later on in the week. So the long run, hopefully they're fresh. It's not always the case. Sometimes they're still sore going into the weekend, but that's the main idea. Having a really solid day that Tuesday where I just, the legs get pretty cooked, and then just letting them recover the rest of the week so they're good for Friday's session and then Sunday's session as well. But I'm gonna have this meal and then we'll get going. Pre-workout meal, this is what we got. Some Vegemite toast. You guys from the States, you probably think this is gross if you've ever tasted it, but I swear you have to just grow up having Vegemite toast, the best thing ever. Got some butter obviously on there as well, and then we've got this shaker here. We've got creatine, we've got Endo Pump, we've got a full scoop of Endo Pump and just half a scoop of Flight there. So that's the pre.
Shall see you guys at gym.
With a mean vernacular, dream spectacular. I keep a queen and passenger, FL capital Y. Anywhere I am, jam, that's for sure. Turn on, better sit from the door. That's just how it goes. Glad I've been keeping it playing so long. I hit in this world, I feel it ain't a place that I could roam. But ain't nothing like you when I'm at home. It ain't nothing like you when I'm at home. That's why I came.
Okay guys, thought it would be best off just to do a voiceover for this so I can kind of go through the details of the workout. But as you would have seen there, just started off with a warm-up set, not much weight at all. Obviously on here we're doing some Smith machine calf raises. Another thing I'll note is like I'm only doing it from the ground. I'm not actually standing on top of anything. That's because I have had like previous like Achilles problems, so I don't want to like overstretch it. But I'm pretty much just trying to work every angle of the calf muscle. So you can see my foot placement is just changing up a little bit. And I'm pretty much doing like 5 reps in the middle, around 5 reps kind of at either side, and then back to the middle again, roughly. I may look like I've got decent calf muscles, but apparently from the weekend, they're not strong enough. So I need to work on them more. There's something that I probably don't train too much, but yeah, wasn't going too heavy on the Smith machine. But then we pretty much went into this walking calf raise kind of walk, and yeah, I love this one. Same kind of thing. I'm not actually overextending that calf muscle from the bottom. The range of motion, obviously, when you're running is pretty much from the bottom up anyway. So that's what we'll be focusing on in this workout. So after this, we pretty much moved on to a box squat next, which you'll see. So same kind of thing, like where we're using that kind of range of motion that you would use while you're running. So I'm just trying to like come up a bit quicker. The Smith machine allows you to have a lot of control. Like you obviously see bodybuilders and guys like C-Bum also using the Smith machine for like squats, because you do get so much control. It's great for quads. Obviously with a squat usually you'd go a bit deeper, but yeah, this is a running leg day and we're just doing box squats. So really focus on getting a good drive through the quad muscles and getting a powerful push upwards. So had a little mid-workout pump check, and yeah, my legs aren't the biggest at the moment, but they're holding some decent kind of condition, and they don't exactly look like running legs, I don't think anyway. We haven't got to that point yet, but we did these Bulgarian split squats. With all of these movements, I'm just not going too heavy at all, and main reason of that's just like I don't need a heap of extra fatigue. I don't need to load up all these exercises with heaps of weight and then walk out of here like hardly being able to walk. It's just not going to benefit me with my running at all. So after that, we pretty much finished on these single leg RDLs with a knee drive. Now these are extremely hard and I'm not the best at them, but I'm trying to get better at them. But if you look at the lower part of my, like around my calf muscle, you can see so many different little muscles like getting work there. These seem to be great for like lower kind of ankle strength, as well as obviously working the hamstrings and doing that knee drive in there as well. We're getting that running motion kind of in there. But yeah, these are work in progress for me, but one of those exercises that I feel, look, I'm all over the place, but yeah, one of those exercises that is so beneficial, and as hard as they are, you just got to keep working on them. And yeah, I feel like they're being great. That is the Wednesday workout done. So 18 kilometers in the morning straight into that leg session. I haven't trained legs that good in a few weeks, and I'm praying to God that my legs aren't absolutely destroyed for the rest of the week, because that's, I guess, maybe why I haven't been training them as intense. But thought I'd show you guys that session today, and my legs actually weren't feeling that fatigued compared to some days that I've been in the gym lately. So yeah, I felt like that was a really good session. As you would have seen, and as I would have spoken about, just keeping most of it pretty moderate weight. Still rep range around that 10 to 12, and yeah, just moderate weight, good form, good range of motion, and like I would have mentioned, more so using a bit more of that like running kind of dynamic and range of motion that you might do with running, with like you're seeing the box squats. I did start with calves as well, because on the weekend that was the first thing that ended up cramping on my body. It was my calves. I surprisingly didn't get any cramps at all in my hamstrings and quads, which might have happened eventually if I kept going throughout that race, but little calf cramps came on, and luckily I got through it all right. But yeah, that was a really good session. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and like I mentioned as well, a lot different to your standard kind of, well, it's not heaps different, but a little bit different to your standard kind of bodybuilding style of training. And look, it's okay to do that bodybuilding style of training if you're kind of middle of the range runner and you just want to get a decent time. But if you're looking to run like a sub 125 half marathon, or a sub 120, and then or a sub 3 hour marathon, then you really have to look at, okay, is this bodybuilding style of training, especially with the legs? I like to still train upper body like a bodybuilder, but lower body, you really have to look at doing more running style workouts and stuff to keep the legs strong, but also manage like fatigue and make sure that you're not using all of your energy in the gym, so when it comes to speed workouts and long runs, you've got like nothing left in the gas tank. All right, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. I've got a few things to do this afternoon, so we're going to wrap it up here. We just hit 30k subscribers, so welcome to all the new people, and yeah, we're going to keep this ball rolling. We're going to hopefully get to 50k, 100k. We're just going to keep it going. So if there's anything that you guys want to see more of, or something that maybe I haven't touched on that you guys would like to see, especially with hybrid training and that side of thing, I feel like I have got a fair bit of experience with it. Like, I haven't just started in the last year or two. I've been doing this style of training for probably 5 or 6 years now. So yeah, drop a comment and let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you later.